Hi, everybody. My name is Karen Elmquist, and my son is currently 11 years old and had been given his diagnosis by the doctor back when he was about 2 years old. About the age of, I'd say, 7 or 8, we knew that we needed to chelate. We knew that it was an issue. We tried the DMSA and ALA, and on that first day, he had a seizure right in front of me. It took him 30 days after that to calm down. He was very hyperactive, was not able to process the redistribution that was going on in his body from the DMSA and the ALA. So for the next 5 years, 4 or 5 years at that point, we knew we needed to chelate, we just didn't know how to do it. We tried herbals, no success. We tried homeopathy. We really weren't getting anywhere. It was only when we found TRS, and I had given up on all other supplementation and all other biomedical interventions at that point with regards to supplementation. We tried TRS. Said, okay, let's give it a try. Within a matter of 2 to 3 weeks, we saw our first gain. He was pumping a swing for the first time in his life. He was almost 10 at this point, pumping a swing. We always had to push him before that. Big gain. At the 6 weeks mark, he asked his very first intellectual question. He asked, why are seatbelts important? He'd never asked a why question before. In fact, he didn't know how to ask questions. Before this, he spoke mainly gibberish. He could speak. It was certainly not conversational. At the 6-month mark, he was asking all kinds of questions. All kinds of questions. How do you make cheese? Where's pizza come from? How do you make hamburgers? It was absolutely amazing seeing this curiosity unlocked in this child's brain for the first time. And then over the next 6 months after that, we were realizing that the questions that he was asking us was actually reinforcing what he was learning in school. So through these questions, what is an omnivore? What's an herbivore? We were finally understanding these were things he was being taught in school, and this was the only way that we knew that he was retaining information, and you could see that unlocking in his brain. He was remembering the information and spitting it back out to us in the form of questions. And why questions? Because everybody asked him questions. Everybody kept asking him questions because they wanted him to answer. He didn't know how to speak in sentences. So now, the next months after that, he learned how to speak. We were teaching him how to just, don't ask questions, you say it in this way. Next thing you know, we have a child now at the age of 11 and a half. He's almost completely fully conversational. Over about a 2-year period, 1.5 to 2 years, he went from speaking gibberish to being almost fully conversational. And the only supplement we gave during that time period was TRS. We had given up on everything else. Is he fully recovered right now? No. But we knew we needed to chelate. None of the other chelators worked for us. I know that's not the same for everybody. Sometimes, people can find DMSA and EDTA solutions that work for their child, but it didn't work for us. So if you're in that category where other chelators have not worked, you don't have to give up. TRS is the next step to try, because as far as chelation is concerned, it is gentle, it is effective, it works. It can't not work. The science is there, the science is proven. And I have a son with a great testimony for how it works. Thank you, everybody.